Another update, this one out of Wilbraham. We now know the name of the man who died during Friday night's fire at his house on Delmore Road. Today, the Hamden DA's office identifying him as 46-year-old Tyrone Oswamalo. Crews found him unresponsive inside the home when they arrived, and he was pronounced dead on scene. Now, to recap, crews responded just after 8:30 Friday night, arriving to fire tearing through the home. The cause is still under investigation by local and state officials.